Hot. Okay, so it has been a little bit of time has elapsed since I last put something up here. And originally my thought was to kind of have like a semi-regular schedule, but the truth is I have a life, so it makes it a little bit difficult to... No, I just don't have the time. I want to be doing more, I really do, but I find it a bit difficult to manage the time. Like some weeks on those free days, I'm super efficient and really productive, and it's a nice balance between making things and filming it and so on. But there are definitely days where I am just like, I have no energy whatsoever, which is fair. I mean, work is bloody exhausting. Kids are great, but they're insane. They're just little energy vampires. I love them, but they just suck the life out of you. So there are days where I'm like, you know what? I just need to go and meet with a friend and go have a nice walk, or like be horizontal on the couch for a while. And I don't feel particularly inspired to like be very actively making things, And then the next day off, I'll be like supercharged and ready to go. So it just depends, luck of the draw. What can you do? So what, just to kind of fill you in on where I've been, I did just film, when I say just, it's probably been a month and a half already, which is insane. It's a time warp. I filmed kind of like a part one looking at what I have, like what kind of fabrics I have lying around, because I have quite a bit, quite a lot actually. So I thought it would be a good idea to start going through that, which I did. Now, I didn't post that up right away because the following week, I think even just a few days after, just a few days after I filmed it, I was about to take off on a work trip. So I thought, I don't really have time to do it. I'll do it when I get back. And I got back like 3 weeks ago. So I'm like, oh crap, how did that happen? So yeah, that went up. And now I kind of want to continue that conversation because I definitely have more stuff to go through, more tools to showcase, like even just like the space that I'm working with. So you get an idea of, how I'm doing this. Right? So, I mean, otherwise I can show a nice little montage of like where I went. I went on a 9-day excursion through Italy with a bunch of kids, which was exhilarating and terrifying and frustrating, but ultimately very fun. So we started in Milan. So we flew to Milan. From there, we took the train down to Rome. We stayed in Rome for, I think it was like 2 nights. Then we did a day trip. We went up to Florence and then Pisa. That was a full day. And then back to Rome, spent an afternoon at Vatican City. And then we took a train up to Venice. And that was very cool. That was I really enjoyed Venice. My mom's side of the family is actually from the Veneto region, so it was really cool, actually. They're from like north of Treviso, so it was really neat to see the area a little bit. I mean, I would like to go farther north, obviously, into like the foothills a little bit more, but I've never seen that area. I've never seen Venice, so that was really eye-opening, and it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. So I did that. And then I came back to Paris and I was absolutely wrecked. When I got back from Italy, I had a trip with my boyfriend. We did 4 days to Marseille. So we took the train down to Marseille and we just chilled. We went to Toulon. We have friends that live close by and we just had like beach time. It was really nice. It was really relaxing actually. And then I came back to work. So back to teaching. So otherwise, project-wise, you remember when I said that I was not going to buy any more fabric? I'm not buying any more fabric. Do you remember when I said I had like cut myself off? I've cut myself off. That was a lie. That was definitely a lie. I bought more fabric. I bought a lot more fabric. Anyways, you can't see it. Oh, yes, you kind of can. Behind me, there's about 5 coupons of cotton viscose. It's a real mix. It's mostly cotton and viscose pieces. So I just did all the pre-washing yesterday. So this is all dry and ready to go. I just have to do the pressing today, so everything's neat and in order. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more that I need to give a wash and press. So there's that. I'm preparing the fabrics. I guess a few weeks ago, when I made that little fabric haul video, it was very gray and it was still quite cold, right? And when it's gray and cold, you feel like winter is never going to end. You're like, this is the forever state. It's just going to be like this from now on. And so I think I was still thinking about cold weather projects, right? And I'm like, okay, I have this stuff that needs to be worked with and it's taking up space, and you know, the weather's still appropriate, so might as well just pitter patter, get at her and get it out of the way. Right. Now, the weather has definitely changed. The sun is out, and I'm remembering what the summer is like here. And I'm remembering 39 degrees and what that feels like. 41 degrees, what that feels like. And those winter projects are not looking so enticing anymore. So I realized that what I was really, really in dire need of was just like cotton tops, really lightweight skirts, you know, short summer wear. I don't really have a ton of summer stuff. So yeah, my focus has changed. I went up to Montmartre and I came back with a really handsome haul of fabric. Really nice. I've already completed 2 projects out of it. So that gives me hope that it's not going to just be sitting around forever. I completed this really sweet 100% cotton, really nice cotton too, like a cotton button-down crop top with a tie that was made from a tracing of an old H&M top that I really loved the shape of. I just didn't love the fabric quality or the fact that it was from H&M. So, and it was just like, this is when I had like no money, no job. So I was like, I just need something. And I really loved it. I didn't want to just toss it when it started to like quite literally fall apart. And like, it was like see-through and the fabric was really wearing out. It was white. So I decided to take it apart and I'm like, I'm going to redraft this. Absolutely. So I did. And the result was really sweet. It was a really nice outcome. So I double faced the cotton, so it's 2 layers, so it's not too thin. It's nice, and I'm really happy with the finishing that I did. I finished the inside with all French seams, and what else? There was something else that was a nice detail. French seams on the inside, double faced, even the sleeves are faced, and I think that I actually cut the pattern pieces for the arms a little bit wider. Maybe I was like unsure and I added a little, you know, sometimes you give yourself a little extra like seam allowance or something. And so I had a bit of extra fabric at the shoulder, but what I ended up doing, because it was obviously equal on both sides, is I put these little gathers in there. So it has about 7 small little pleated, whatever you want to call it, gathers over the shoulder. And so they have this kind of cute little poof, and they're really cute. It's like a really boxy style. I completely forgot to put darts in it, but I'm a particularly flat figure. I'm like a long rectangle. So you know what? Who cares? The fit is nice. It's boxy, but it has this cute little detail. And honestly, I don't think it even needs the darts. I think it looks totally fine without it. Yeah, it's cute. It's very cute. I'm quite content. The second thing that I did is, it's one polyester that I allowed myself just because I really like the print, and the quality of it's pretty nice. It's a nicer polyester as far as they go. And it's this Snakeprint. It's this ridiculous blue, green, teal snake print. And I really wanted to make like a, I guess it's a wrap skirt. They call it like Jupe Portefeuille, like a wallet, like it folds, right? And it's actually modeled after one that I saw on sale, mind you, but I didn't like it. So I tried this skirt. It was, I think, originally about 160 euros for this thing. And I tried it on, and the problem was I was like between sizes. So if I sized down, it was too tight. And if I sized up, it was way too much fabric. I'm like, oh man. And I thought, okay, I could size down. I could do that. And it was on sale, but even with the discount, I'm like, I'm not totally in love with it. I'm not totally in love with the print. I'm not totally in love with the color. It was just a simple black, whatever, but it just didn't do it for me. And I thought, you know, I could totally make this. So I did. I have this new sort of goal with making stuff because I know that I can turn out a decent quality, okay? So at first my big goal was like, okay, slow down and make something that is actually wearable and like nice quality. Okay, I know I can do that. I know that I have the ability to actually do the French seams, do the nice finishing, you know, add some nice details, etc., etc. What I am now onto, I'm onto like phase 2. I'm onto fits. Yeah, because sometimes I'll make something and I'm quite enamored with the outcome, but then I try it on and I'm like, it doesn't quite feel right. It doesn't quite sit right. And I understand that this is like the biggest challenge of making your own garments. On the note of the fit adventure, it is time to upgrade my mannequin. This is very exciting. You don't understand how exciting this is. I purchased this mannequin for really nothing, okay? I went on Le Bon Coin, which is kind of like French Craigslist, and I found this outside of Paris. I can't even remember where I found it. It was, I think it was, I don't know, it was somewhere east of Paris. So I had to take the RER, I had to take the train. And I think I got it for 40 euros, like nothing. I got it for absolutely nothing. It's a little bit small for me, let's be honest. I thought I was going to pad it out. I thought, oh yeah, whatever, it's worth it. I'll just buy a cheap one, I'll pad it where I'll take my measurements and pad it out where I need to, around the hip, whatever. That never happened. And also, when I looked at the cost of the materials, I'm like, this is gonna be expensive. And it's a very like flimsy, lightweight styrofoam with a cover. Like it's not a nice mannequin. It's just a cheap thing that I originally purchased because I thought, you know what, I want to at least try this. And if I like it, then I'll spend 350 euros on a mannequin. Because they are expensive. They can be very, I've seen them anywhere from like secondhand, you can get like 100, 150 to I've seen like 500 euros. So I found what I was looking for. This individual has a treasure trove of mannequins. Like they have Cleo's, they have Stockmann's, they have Esmod, there's a fashion school in one of the schools in Paris. So they have all these mannequins and I'm like, do you happen to have a size 40? And they're like, yeah. So I'm going to meet them at a disclosed location. I'm going to meet them this afternoon around 2:30, so that's in about 4.5 hours in Paris. And I hopefully will be coming home with a mannequin. Hopefully. Like a proper, sturdy, you know. And once that's installed in our space, that's got to go, the old one. That means I can really dive in. So it's actually very exciting. I don't know if Victor's going to be excited, but he'll understand. Maybe I should send him a message just to let him know. Maybe. Yeah, so that's that. I think that's enough for this segment, this video. That I'm gonna probably share. I'm going to try and get some footage this afternoon, and maybe share a little bit of me going in and see what this looks like. And that's that. I think in the next video here, we're going to go through stuff a little bit more. We went through that big basket. I think we'll examine the scraps, maybe take some measurements, and talk about supplies a little bit, and maybe launch into another project. We'll see. So that's good for now. I'm going to enjoy my coffee and listen to some new wave, and I'll see you later.